Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by Good Feels THC-infused seltzer. High-flavored sips for a feel-good buzz. Get 20% off your entire order just by using promo code FREAK, F-R-E-A-K, at shop.getgoodfeels.com. Hey, Freaks, it's Monday, October 6th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, introducing Frankie, the anti-Semitic vampire. Plus, a violent sermon from a nearby hate preacher. When you're a little too interested in decapitated sea lion heads, and the Terminator of birds terrorizes local swans. All coming up today. Distorted View Daily proudly presents an elderly woman talking to sound clips of herself on the phone.
Hello? I cannot use the bathroom. Huh? Who's this calling? I didn't call you. My phone rang. My phone rang. And you went to talking. Yeah, listen here. My phone rang. I come in here and picked up the receiver answer, and you're on there. I didn't call you. I never called you. I never had enough wrong. I know who you are. Get off my phone. Stop it. Hello? How you doing? Tell me how you really feeling. Oh, you should do dumb, aggravating-looking bitch. Haven't I told you to stay off my phone? It's none of your business how am I doing or not doing. I don't want a thing to do with you. You understand me? I don't want to have your phone again. You get in your day book. I don't want you on my phone. Get out. Get out. I don't want to have you. Hands off me. You looking thing. I don't know your telephone number. I don't know your name, you dirty little damn bitch. So stop my phone. I don't know what in the Sam Jones you think you're doing to me, but I want you to stop it. Hello? You're on the phone all the time. Who are you? I'm on the phone all the time, you damn bitch. I told you to stay off my phone and you're all right back on it. You're low down here for get off my phone and stay off. You read me loud and clear. Well, so was us. That's what I'm doing here. Well, so was us. That's what I'm doing here.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener Your Little Honey. She'll let you do whatever you want.
Because I'm so hot.
Stop it!
Wait a minute! Yes, everybody. Tim Henson back here with you to kick off a new week of programs. Have a great one for you. As you heard at the top of the show, we've got yet another sponsor. This time, Your Little Honey has coughed up the cash. Rod or Pay, tell us a little more.
Your Little Honey writes in, I'm Canadian, so I'd love a show with whatever Canadian content you have on hand. Has Sagittarius Shawty been posting lately? By the way, in the past, you've wondered where she lives. She's in Oakville, Ontario, a suburban community in the Greater Toronto area. Oakville is quite affluent, so she must be doing okay.
Real quick, Rod, can you say her name again?
Your Little Honey.
No, not the person who's sponsoring the show. Say the name of the YouTuber. Sagittarius, what is it?
Yes. Sagittarius Shawty.
That's great. Well, one more time for me.
All right. Sagittarius Shawty.
Finest voice in the business. Thank you very much, Rod. I actually do have a Sagittarius Shawty update, along with one additional piece of Canadian-esque audio just for you, Your Little Honey, because I'm your grandpa bear. I was surprised to learn that Sagittarius lives in, like an upscale neighborhood. As Your Little Honey stated, she must be doing okay. Or maybe she has wealthy parents. I don't know. Not exactly sure how her lifestyle is being funded. Again, as a prostitute, I feel like there are just better options for guys to turn to. I don't know why they're picking Sagittarius Shawty, sorry. If for no other reason, other prostitutes are just like a little more accommodating, a little more welcoming. The second a dude walks into Sag's apartment, she's like, take your shoes off. Don't touch anything. Don't look my bunny in the eye. You know, there's that rabbit of hers just hopping around, which is not very professional. You know, she gets mad at guys for asking, for water. Meanwhile, she's got a rabbit that's like, shit and leaving pellets all over the place. Last video, she talked about how, I don't know if we played this part, but the guy was like interested in the bunny because it was just hanging around and he kind of wanted to pet the rabbit. And she's like, you better not touch it. And she was mad that was going to happen. It's like, don't have pets around then, for fuck's sake. I haven't even touched all of her like sexual restrictions as a prostitute. She just doesn't seem like a good time. I'm sorry. She can only do like one or two positions. Every guy wants the woman to ride him. And, Sag is 500 pounds. So that's not going to happen. That's kind of the guy's fault, though. You know what you're getting into when you book a date, quote unquote date, with Sagittarius. She's a plus size girl. Come on, be realistic. That I can't fault Sagittarius for. All right, so here we go. I've got another video here, and she's already upset about a potential client.
No. Okay. Now he's going to piss me off. He already said coming in 15 minutes. Then he decides to text me right now and say, are there any restrictions?
I think that's a perfectly valid question. Before I go through the trouble of paying you hundreds of dollars to fuck you, I want to know exactly what I'm getting for my money and what I can get for my money. Does this $250 include mouth stuff? Can I eat you out? Can I eat your butt? Will you eat my... I want to know, what are the boundaries? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yes. There are 1,000 million gajillion restrictions, actually.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome, fun time for me.
No, he's definitely not coming. Okay, I'm probably just going to do my makeup now then. What? Are there any... Yes, the hell there are. I have, all of them. Everything is restricted. Everything is a restriction. Don't ask for nothing.
I'm both, annoyed by her response here, but I'm also impressed with the sheer total confidence and self-esteem she has in herself. I know if I was super fat, well, I am super fat. Let me just say, let me change the parameters here. If I were a prostitute, I'd let guys do whatever they want. I know what I am. The appeal for guys at this point, they could hire a much more attractive person to fuck. So the appeal here is that, the uglier ones, let's just say more unique looking prostitutes have fewer restrictions or a special talent or something. I don't know. Fucking juggle as I'm banging you. Come on, give me something for my money. That also goes back to just being nicer to these guys when they come in, Would you like a water? She's always complaining that, guys' breath stinks, and stuff. Well, their mouths are dry.
It's been 20 minutes since he said 15 minutes, so I don't think he's coming because I said that there's no extras. But someone else said they're coming at 2, so yeah. I
can't believe how many people. I mean, what is she charging? Does she take coupons or something? She's certainly not enthusiastic about her work. She's nearly falling asleep.
So annoyed. The other one didn't show up either.
Well, he probably got a sense of what he's dealing with. Moved on to someone who's a little more eager. I wonder how many cancellations and no-shows Sagittarius has to deal with on a typical weekend.
This guy wanted to book something online, but he was scared he was gonna get scammed, and I was gonna scam him, and I already scammed him. But that's not the point. But he was being so annoying. Oh my god, y'all! Literally. He texted me before. So
Sagittarius is not the most ethical whore. Okay.
I guess he has my WhatsApp thing blocked because I scammed him. But I unblocked him and tried it out anyways. But
I'm desperate to know how she scammed him and for how much.
And then he was like, can we FaceTime for verification? And I was like, no. That's not how it works. And we had a freaking 10-minute conversation before he even said... he just wasted so much of my time. Not I'm doing anything anyways. But
you scammed him!
Hello.
She's mad at him for wasting her
but
time.
I think I'm gonna
All right, I want to move on because we recently did feature Sagittarius Shorty, I think last week or something. I do want to hear if she had sex at all. I think around this mark, someone does come.
Oh my God. He was so aggressive.
Good. You need to get some sense fucked into you.
Like, he kept grabbing onto my sweater. Like,
Well, that's what you get for keeping your clothes on during sex. Once again, bad prostitute. That's simply not good hooking.
when he was like behind me and pulling on it, and then
also like safety wise, you know, it's so easy for a nut like a serial killer to come in and use that the shirt that you're wearing to strangle you. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how, but you don't want to have any loose clothing on you.
banging me really hard, and then he was.
It's like, you know, the same idea of if you're working in an industrial press. You know, you want to keep your hair up, no loose sleeves. You know, that's how you get killed.
Grabbing onto my hair like this.
See? Told you. If your hair was up in a bun, he wouldn't be able to do that.
And then he was like, can I try it without the
condom, of course.
The Jimmy or whatever? And I was like, hell fucking no.
I understand personally for you, it's important that, you play safe. But again, you have to remember what line of work you're in. I think it's like a 50-50 thing, depending on how much of a dirty whore you are, you know? Some prostitutes allow the guys to go in raw. So it shouldn't be like, what the fuck are you talking about without a condom? Get out of here. Ew. It's a valid request considering your job is sex.
But how? No.
All right.
Like, what? Are you dumb? He was nice and everything. He was just too aggressive. And he went for like the...
I love that even though she requires a condom. How many times have we followed Sagittarius to the free clinic because she caught some STD?
He said I had a really pretty face, so that's nice. And then he kept saying, oh, you're so...
big.
W-E-T. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, because of the freaking handful of lube that you... Like... That's not me.
Yeah, I know, but can't you just lie and be like, oh my God, baby, it's because you're so big. My pussy has a mind of its own. It sees your massive wiener and I just can't help it but squirt or cream or whatever. Make the guy feel good about himself. You know you're wet just because of the lube you guys have applied. He probably knows it too, but he wants to hear that you're aroused by him. Why do I have to teach you how to be a good prostitute? I should charge Sagittarius for my services. All right, the other Canadian clip I wanted to share with you, Frankie McDonald is still around. We haven't featured him lately, but I thought since we're getting ever closer to Halloween, I will play a clip from just a couple days ago of Frank here dressed up as, not Frankenstein, which would make a little more sense, but a vampire. So, it's hard to understand him with the vampire teeth in his mouth, but that's pretty much his entire costume. He does have a cape of sorts, which is actually just like covers to a bed or throw or something.
I'm here. I'm doing great because is here.
I think this is just a string of ethnic slurs. Hashtag cancel Frankie McDonald. The Jews, yes, control media and the weather. Yeah, they're trying to conceal the Epstein files.
Here.
You're going to do what to a synagogue? Frankie? Yeah. Okay. Zionist, what? I'm just making up stuff for Frankie McDonald to say. Yeah. Oh, what is he doing now?
I'm hanging out in here. I'm doing well.
Sounds like this vampire has lockjaw. Any final words? Okay. Holocaust was a lie. And Frank was a CIA operative. Yeah. And then a string of expletives about the Rothschilds. I'm liking edgy Frankie McDonald. All right, real quick, before we get into the news, I've got one more clip to share with you. This is a very interesting sermon from a church that's kind of nearby. It's in Indianapolis, which is not too far away from Cincinnati. Thinking about attending. I kind of like his message here.
Of course, we as Christians, we should have everything in the right balance. We should, oftentimes we can be a little too reactionary when it comes to things.
Yes, that's what I'm always saying about Christians. You know, the jump down people's throats, be loving.
Well, no, we gotta balance these things.
Again, good messaging. I like this.
I think 90% of the time, and, for you guys that know me in this room, most of the time I'm just happy. I'm happy I'm here. I love this church. Yeah. I'm just living my life.
Me too. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I'm starting to think that I'm a real fit for this. Like, you guys know what's coming, right? I'm building it up, and it's going to come crashing down here.
Most of the time, I'm just happy, because I got the Holy Spirit. I'm going to heaven no matter what.
Sure.
Everything in this life is just a bonus, really.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Think about it. Because I already got the important thing taken care of. I'm going to heaven no matter what. But there's still wickedness in this world. We can't just never get upset. There's wickedness going on in this world.
Like what kind of wickedness specifically?
A bunch of faggots that want to come around, walk on our streets, and demand our children, and we should look them in the eye and say, no, you're not going to have our children. We love the Lord Jesus Christ. We're going to protect the innocent. We're going to protect those.
Okay, this is escalating alarmingly fast.
They cannot protect themselves. Why do I hate sodomites? Why do I hate faggots? Because they attack children. They're coming after your children.
I don't want anything to do with kids. I hate children. I blame the trans community. Oh, no. I don't blame trans community. I blame the drag queens. They were hell-bent on doing these story time hours, being around children. It's a bad look. And once again, the gays get dragged into this. No, excuse the pun. Get dragged into this.
Why do I hate sodomites? Why do I hate faggots? Because they attack children. They're coming after your children. They are attacking them in schools today. And
this guy is, he looks, first of all, I gotta make him the featured image today over there at distortedview.com and superfreaksideshow.com. He looks like a little midget with a lot of hair. He's got a very fundamentalist Christian haircut, courtesy of like a vacuum cleaner, like a Flowbee attachment type hair. And then he's got kind of like a red Lucky Charms beard.
Oh, schools and...
All right, hold on here. Let me rewind this because I don't want to miss a word.
Protect themselves. Why do I hate sodomites? Why do I hate faggots? Because they attack children. They're coming after your children. They are attacking them in schools today.
Squeaky voice.
Not only schools and public places, and they're proud about it. Right. And it's evil. Right. It's disgusting.
He's obviously angry, but sometimes it sounds like he's going to cry. I think at this point, he gets his emotions under control, and it goes back to being a loving Christian.
And there's nothing good to be proud about. Being a faggot, you ought to blow yourself in the back of the head.
Oh.
You're so disgusting.
Well, I was wrong.
You know what? It's a loving thing for me as a Christian to say that, because I love the innocency of children.
I want you guys to mark this date and time. I'm going to make a prediction here. Now, I don't have any information. This is not defamation because this is just a thought, an opinion. There's a good chance, based on past precedents, the pastor in this clip might appear in a news story in the coming months or years. His name, by the way, is Stephen Falco. I've noticed when pastors go on and on about protecting children and loving children and the innocence of children, a lot of them turn out to be predators. And this guy, again, is very short. I could see him, wanting someone his own size. I don't know.
Because I love the innocency of children.
You need to step away from the pulpit and step into a speech therapist's office. He even sounds like a little kid with a speech impediment. I love little kids. I love how soft their skin is. I love when they sit on my lap and they wiggle. The fuck out of here, weirdo.
Because I love the innocency of children.
Any last words?
I don't want kids to be molested. I want kids to stay innocent.
Guys, I'm being 100% honest when I ask this. Is this like a special needs pastor? I'm going to say something bold here. I don't think kids should get molested. Hold for applause. What kind of statement is that? I know this is a very controversial statement, but I have to believe in my convictions. Shooting puppy dogs in the head is wrong. All right, you fiery red little leprechaun. Anything else?
I don't know about you. I love kids. I want them to stay innocent. I want them to be protected.
I really love kids. I want them to be protected, and I love them. Did I say I love kids? I love them. They're precious. I love them. I love to be around. I love to be around them. Dude, you are just sounding more and more guilty of something. Please, someone look into his cell phone or get on his computer.
Anyone that wants to hurt
find those hidden folders
them is evil and disgusting, and I want them to die.
Right. Amen.
Says here. So that was
there's like 3 people in attendance, I think.
First point. How shall we then properly pray for gay people? I think I already made this point.
We don't need to. All we got to do is wish they go to hell. Tell the devil to come pull them down into the depths, the bowels of hell.
We should pray for their deaths.
Oh.
Plain and simple. We should. But, I got a cousin that's a sodomite. You know what? Pray for their death and that it's quick. That's
why can't you just pray that they're not gay anymore? God should be able to handle that, right? All right, well, there you go. It's the name of this church, the Sure Foundation Baptist Church. They did have a guest pastor not too long ago in the form of my favorite, Steven Anderson.
Now, to me, LGBT stands for let God burn them. Right.
That is pretty good. That is how you hate preach, by the way. He's clever. He's hateful. He doesn't have a speech impediment. This is a guy I can get behind. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. You guys know I'm a huge soda freak. I have bored you with countless pop and soda-related stories over the years. Well, I'm pretty much off the stuff now, and I have been for a while. Did you know there's a lot of sugar in soda? It's like, why am I the only person who didn't know that? It only took doctors having to hack off my diabetic gangrenous foot before I learned how bad soda was for you. So I've been looking for a replacement drink. Tea? No. That's for British people. Out of the question. I love orange juice, but you kind of look like a complete psychopath drinking that while out and about. OJ is not a to-go drink, you know? Regular water is boring for boring people. That's why I'm so excited to share with you Good Feels Cannabis Seltzer. Crafted with high-quality natural ingredients, these beverages provide a consistent, enjoyable, uplifting experience, perfect for any occasion. You get your hydration, these things taste amazing, and of course, who doesn't love a little infused THC? Best of all, these beverages provide an uplifting mood without the adverse effects of alcohol. Listen to some of these flavors: blood orange, pineapple mango, grapefruit. Good Feels also has lemonade THC beverage enhancers. Just a few drops into your favorite drink, you'll instantly feel a sense of calm. See, now that's what I need, because I'm a little high-strung. I always get on the mic here, and I'm screaming and screeching. Gonna have a heart attack. Good Feels is going to save my life by mellowing me out. Just for listeners of Distorted View Daily, how does 20% off your entire order sound? Just use promo code, you guessed it, FREAK, F-R-E-A-K, at shop.getgoodfeels.com. This is the highest exclusive discount Good Feels offers, so go forth and spend recklessly. 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 100% vegan, feel good, fast acting, and of course 20% off your order. That's promo code FREAK, F-R-E-A-K, at shop.getgoodfeels.com. Must be 21 or over to order. Promo code FREAK. High flavored sips for a feel good buzz. Good Feels. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow? What are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Every week I do exclusive programs just for paying members. Just go to distortedview.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. You'll get a personalized RSS feed that you can plug into your podcast app so you get all the exclusive shows. Although if you listen through Spotify, instead of going through our website, you're going to want to sign up inside of Spotify. Same deal with Apple Podcasts, although you're given the choice. You can either sign up on the website or inside of the app. Other ways to support the show, we've got a Patreon account. Pledge $5, get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first at the end of the show. Just go to patreon.com/distortedview. And of course, you can sponsor an episode of DV, only $25, just like your little honey did. Just PayPal me $25 to show@distortedview.com, or you can go to paypal.me/distortedview. Also, let me know if you want me to talk about something in particular or play a specific clip. If you have a message you want to get out there, I'd be happy to help you out. Again, PayPal, show@distortedview.com. Okay, 2 very quick stories now. First up, oh, freaks, you came on a good night.
It's Animal Cruelty Monday! On Distorted View Daily! It's Animal Cruelty Monday. Yeah!
Oh, our new sponsor must just be ecstatic with me right now. We're advertising on a podcast that has a segment called Animal Cruelty Monday. Aha! This can't be good for our brand. No, it can't. Please, everyone, use promo code FREAK. Buy lots and lots of product. It's the only way I'm allowed to get away with this shit. Yes, I've got 2 news stories, and they both kind of have to do with animal cruelty. Kind of. I'm kind of downplaying is what I'm doing. The first story involves a man who I think decapitated an animal. Let's read on. Recently, Jason Beats took his teenage daughter to the beach, for some fun in the sun. Father-daughter bonding. Things ended up getting a little dark. Ultimately, it was a memorable trip, but for all the wrong reasons. Jason never imagined the trip would lead to his photo being circulated by federal authorities as part of an investigation into a decapitated sea lion. On Monday, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration posted a photo of Beats and announced a $20,000 reward for information connected to the July 27th incident at a beach in Pacific Grove, California, where a sea lion's head was allegedly removed and carried off in a bag. What would one need a sea lion head for?
Father, in the name of Jesus, right now, we've released the blood. We've cleansed the gates.
Wait, I'm confused. Is Katie Souza using the bloody head of a sea lion to cleanse demonic witchcraft? That kind of sounds like she's using witchcraft against witchcraft. 2 wrongs don't make a right, Katie. Or is she rebuking those who would decapitate a sea lion for witchcraft?
I break the assignment of magic.
I've seen this firsthand. Warlocks walking on the beach. You can tell they're warlocks because they got the pointy hat and the staff and they look like Gandalf. And they're looking for animals to decapitate.
I break the assignment of witchcraft. I go all the way back in their bloodline to where it first started. I speak to the altars it's working off of. And I cover those altars with the blood to negatize.
See, again, she's covering something with blood. What kind of blood? Sea lion blood? I'm sorry, any chance I get to play Katie Souza, and I do that. By the following day, the agency backtracked, removing Beats' photo and clarifying that no marine mammal parts had been taken from the area. Wait a second, what? Was a sea lion decapitated or not? Beats, a Hanford resident, has maintained his innocence, saying the entire situation stems from a misunderstanding. He didn't decapitate a sea lion, he just happened to have an already decapitated sea lion head. The family heirloom. He was taking it out to the beach with his daughter to play a little volleyball, batting that sea lion head around. He explained that while he and his daughter, who is interested in marine biology, I'm guessing the same way Dexter is interested in human anatomy. Very disturbing kind of interested. Yes, he and his daughter were examining a dead seal. A bystander misinterpreted what was happening.
Witchcraft!
I bet you Katie Souza is somehow involved in this news story. She was out on the beach. She assumes everything is witchcraft. Fucking buildings that were constructed for exposition festivals like the World's Fair and stuff. She's like, they're demonic altars. We don't need to build a Parthenon here in the United States. It doesn't make any kind of sense unless you're worshiping the devil. It's like, calm down, Katie. There are other explanations. So either Katie or some other nosy looky-loo witnessed this father and daughter looking at a dead seal, and their immediate thought was they clubbed the poor animal, decapitated it, and stole its head. Imagine that's your first thought. Like, you see a father and a daughter looking at an animal, whether it be alive or dead. Doesn't matter. Like, if I was on the beach and I saw some object off in the distance, I was like, what is that lump that's not moving? I might walk up to it and investigate. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a dead animal. Doesn't mean I have anything to do with it, That bystander, Monterey local Rochelle Diaz, told a different story. She reported to authorities that she actually saw Beats leaning over the animal with what she believed to be a knife, prompting her to confront him. In a video Diaz recorded during the encounter, she asked Beats why he wants the carcass. He can be heard replying, "We're just taking the head." Okay, that is a little weird. So if that is on video, I can see why investigators would be interested in talking with him. When pressed further, he mentions the skull.
Witches!
Beats later said he might have made that comment sarcastically, but denied he ever carried a knife. Well, you would be able to see that on camera, right? He insisted that the object in his hand was likely his phone, a stick, or a key lanyard. He also provided a photo timestamped hours before the confrontation, showing the skull already stripped of flesh. After Beats contacted NOAA investigators to clear his name, the agency confirmed that no remains had been removed and deleted its initial post. Diaz acknowledged the clarification, but she stood by her account that she believes she stopped Beats from taking the skull. I'm the hero of this story. She said she saw him and his daughter walking away with a bag and assumed it contained the head. Quite the assumption there. California's Marine Mammal Protection Act prohibits disturbing or collecting any part of a sea lion, dead or alive. Violations can lead to hefty fines, up to $36,000 per civil penalty, or even criminal charges with fines as high as $100,000. So, if you find a dead sea lion, as tempting as it is to add it to your collection, just leave it be. All right, final story we have for you today on this very special
It's Animal Cruelty Monday.
Yeah! This is a different type of animal cruelty. It's like animal on animal crimes. See, it's not as bad as you guys thought it was going to be when you first heard the animal cruelty jingle. It's really more just, like strange animal violence. As a big proponent of cockfighting, you could see why I would be interested in these stories. Again, sponsors must be pleased as punch with me. Pleased as THC-infused punch with me. Promo code freak. Second story we have for you today. A black swan that captured the attention of Stratford-upon-Avon, over there in the UK, has been relocated after its behavior turned hostile towards the town's well-known flock of mute swans. What? The bird, nicknamed Mr. Terminator by residents and formerly known as Reggie, was captured on Tuesday by long-serving swan warden. This story is just insane. We got mute swans, swan wardens, a bird named Mr. Terminator, who's terrorizing other birds in the area. Mr. Terminator is currently being held in a local park before being transferred to the Dawlish Waterfowl Center in Devon. That swan warden, Cyril Bennis, who has been Stratford's volunteer warden for more than 4 decades, said the swan's arrival 9 months ago caused quite a stir. It's been pure hell. At first, it was very exciting to see a black swan on our river. They aren't native to Britain, and this one looked incredibly striking, quite regal. The bird quickly became a local celebrity, drawing crowds of visitors eager for a glimpse. There's no doubt he became more famous than Shakespeare himself, Bennis said. But with the town already home to about 60 mute swans, recognizable by their orange beaks and graceful necks, concerns grew about how the newcomer might interact with them. Well, those concerns soon proved justified. The darker side of Mr. Terminator emerged when he began harassing resident swans. So again, let me just lay this out for you. We've got a community of white swans. One black swan enters the neighborhood.
That's racist!
That was like a preemptive strike. Like you guys knew where I was going with that. I'm just kidding, of course. The black swan has every right to be there as well. It's fucking nature. If the white swans are being harassed, they can find another place to go. Maybe make an effort to live with the black swan. Will property values of that pond go down? Possibly. A small price we pay for swan integration. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The black swan drove off a male and a baby while attempting to pair with the white female. Oh my God. There are just so many racist tropes I could be rattling off here. All right, later becoming aggressive and even trying to drown the other swans. Removing him wasn't easy. You couldn't just evict him. By the way, I actually have some audio from the pond where these white mute swans and black swans all live together. Here it is. Oh, yeah, this sounds nice. Kind of a peaceful environment. Oh, yeah. That's how you know there's a black swan in the area. Dead giveaway there. Oh, I'm not really racist. A black person told me to tell those jokes. Niti said it was okay. I'm using my black listeners as a shield. Yeah, removing the black swan wasn't easy. Bennis admitted the decision left him conflicted. It felt like I'd be damned if I did and damned if I didn't. In the end, it was clear he had to go. The capture was physically demanding. Bennis, who is still nursing a sore chest, said he eventually managed to subdue the bird and secure it safely for transport. Now that Mr. Terminator has been removed, the river has returned to calm. Today, the swans are relaxed again. It's as if balance has been restored. Thanks to human intervention. I didn't think we were supposed to interfere, with stuff like that. All right, it's as if balance had been restored, like something out of a Shakespeare play. What is it with him and Shakespeare? He keeps mentioning it. I mean, I'm not a big Shakespeare person. Maybe he has something to do with swans or the area. But, enough with the Shakespeare references. Motherfucker's 450 years old or something? All right, that, my friends, is your Distorted News. For Monday, let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Again, thank you so much to DV listener, your little honey. By the way, little honey used to go by the name Libby on Twitter, and they used to write haikus every day based on the episode of DV. And then they got bored with that and stopped. But, it was fun while it lasted. Your little honey also wrote in her email, she said, I have an idea. On the November 30th, 2024 show, you featured the YouTube financial guy Caleb Hammer interviewing a super flaky and annoying woman. Oh, yeah, I remember that. We need to get Mead on the Caleb Hammer show. Next time you're in contact with Mead, please encourage him to apply for a financial audit. That would be an amazing episode. Oh, Caleb Hammer would just fucking fillet him. Bonus, Caleb Hammer apparently lives in Austin, Texas, and I think that's a place Mead would actually travel to. Down there in the South, there's a bunch of fucking hicks, his people. And as your little honey points out, it's full of music venues where he could potentially book some gigs. Very, very good idea, your little honey. Freaks, there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Let's check in with a few patrons here. Yes, caller? Yes.
Hey there, Tim. This is some guy in Japan, and I just wanted to call up and say that I think that Moose Belt...
Hey, you live in Japan. Are you fluent in Japan? Because I have a question. When we did that episode on Wednesday with all the different versions of the Cerebra Venti song, the song that is actually in Japan is supposedly the same lyrics. It should make sense. Were you able to figure that out? Could you listen to that and did it sound like the Cerebra Venti song but in Japanese? Let me know.
Call up and say that I think that Moose Skelton song is awesome. It is everything that Mead is musically. And yeah.
The song he recorded for Distorted View.
He did a commission and he did a good job, and he even said fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reason he may have been incommunicado for a little while is he has been sick. He's been having some bowel issues.
Yes, we covered that here on the show the other day. May have been a Sideshow exclusive episode.
So, he's been sick. I think
Mead has been keeping in contact with me. I think he wants that money. Most recently, he messaged me on October 1st saying, hey, Tim, I'm feeling better. So, his gut issues or bowel issues are doing better. I'll be working on some alternate theme songs next week. So maybe by the time I return from Ashtabula, we'll have some new Mead music waiting for us. That would be a nice little surprise.
Hey, Tim, Great Big Pete here.
Hello.
I'm calling in again here because something happened to me on the way home from work today that I thought I'd share with everybody here. So, I'm on the bus home, and I'm sitting across from this man who's mentally disabled, and he's just looking at me. I'm looking at him, kind of wave, say hi. He's looking at me, and then he puts his finger in his nose and starts rooting around for a booger while continuing to make eye contact with me.
Like it was kind of aggressive.
I didn't break eye contact with him either, and I continue to look at him. He's digging around, and then he pulls
That's an alpha move right there.
Out, and
he's asserting his dominance.
Looks down for just a second or two at his finger to observe the booger he'd pulled out of his nose on his finger, and he full-on put it in his mouth and ate it.
Oh, and he wanted you to see it, right? Because he never broke eye contact?
While making eye contact with me. It was so...
That was all for you.
Oh, fucking weird. Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you.
Now, next time you whip out your camera and you record that shit. Come on, be a good listener. Help me out.
Hey, Tim. I remember you talking about waiting for Click to cancel the pass so you could cancel your gym membership. Well, it died, so sorry about that. You have to go
yeah. Fucking government.
The gym to cancel your membership now.
Yeah. You know, they were supposed to pass this. Oh, they did pass this thing, I thought. I don't know. Who would be against this? Who killed it? Republicans? Democrats? I want to know who I need to be pissed off at here. It's like a no fucking brainer. Make it easy for people to cancel shit. Gyms notoriously are difficult. You can sign up online, right? And if you're able to sign up online, you should be able to cancel online. You shouldn't have to go to a fucking gym and have them try to pressure you to stay. You know what I mean? It should be one fucking click. And that was what was about to happen. At first, it was supposed to happen, I think, in July, and they postponed it till September. And now, according to this listener, it's dead altogether. I don't even know if I'm still paying for my gym membership. I thought I put it on a credit card and the credit card has expired or I got rid of the credit card, so I might be okay. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to have to go to the gym. Although I was thinking just the other day, when it gets super cold out in the wintertime, I want to keep active. I've been going on my old lady walks, now old lady walks and very, very, very slow jogs. And the one thing that I'm not looking forward to is the winter time when I can't go running. I guess I could, but it's so cold. I want to go outside. I want to stay indoors where it's warm. But I was thinking, maybe I will go to the gym and, run on the treadmill or do the elliptical or start lifting weights, do squats, get all beef caked up. And so if I still have that membership, maybe I'll just start going again. I hate the idea, though, of signing up for another gym because, I literally signed up for this gym when I moved here to Cincinnati 7 years ago, and I haven't been there once. So I could just see that happening again. But I'll keep you freaks posted. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me. show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
Being a faggot, you ought to blow yourself in the back of the head.
Spread the distortion. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Thank you so much to my DV sponsor, Your Little Honey, and our new friends at shop.getgoodfeels.com. Remember to use promo code FREAK for 20% off. I earn a little commission every time you use the code. So if you buy, you support me, you support DV, you support Good Feels. It's a win, 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 win. All right, I'll see you back tomorrow if you are Sideshow members. Otherwise, I'll be back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody!
Welcome to the home of Butterfinger.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.